A lot of women think that once the divorce is finalized, the stress should be over. But what many women don't realize is that a divorce doesn't just affect your emotions, it affects your nervous system. And even years later, many women are still living in survival mode without realizing it. They may look functional on the outside. They're working, they're taking care of their responsibilities, they show up for everyone else, but internally, their body still feels unsafe. And when that happens, it affects everything: your sleep, your health, your relationships, your ability to feel like yourself again. If you're new here, my name is Deirdre Dickens, and I help women 40 plus move from internal bracing into steadiness. And one thing I've come to truly understand, both personally and professionally, is this: many women are trying to mentally move on while their body is still carrying the shock of what they lived through. And that disconnect truly does matter, because you cannot force yourself into peace while your nervous system still feels like it's under threat. So today I want to share with you 7 signs that your nervous system still feels like it's under threat even after your divorce is final, right? Sign number 1, you feel tired, but you just can't relax. This is a big sign. You're just exhausted, but when you finally have time to rest, your body still can't settle down. So you scroll, you clean, you snack, you stay alert, you overthink, and it's like your body forgot how to exhale. And this happens because prolonged stress trains the nervous system to stay vigilant. During divorce, there's a lot of uncertainty. There's grief, there is financial stress, conflict, loneliness, and your body has to really learn how to adapt to that over time. So even when the situation changes, the body may still be anticipating danger. And sign number 2, you're constantly overthinking. Many women think that, overthinking is just a part of their personality. I used to think it was just part of my personality too. But often it's a nervous system trying to create safety through prediction and control. Your mind starts scanning constantly. What if? What's going to happen next? What if I end up alone? What if I die alone? I used to ask myself that question a lot. What if I never recover financially? The brain really becomes hyper alert because uncertainty became emotionally associated with pain. So now your nervous system tries to stay ahead of everything. Sign number 3, you just don't feel like yourself anymore. This one is incredibly common. Women will say to me, I don't know who I am anymore. I feel so disconnected. I used to feel lighter. Everything just feels so heavy. And this isn't just grief, it's chronic stress. And chronic stress changes how we experience ourselves. When survival becomes the priority, you stop feeling fully creative, playful, relaxed, present. You really become more focused on just getting through life instead of experiencing it. And many women stay there in that place for years without even realizing it. Sign number 4, your sleep doesn't feel restorative. This was a huge one for me personally. You sleep, but you don't wake up restored, or you wake up at 3 in the morning feeling completely like alert, right? Anxious, worried, already feeling very emotionally heavy before the day even starts. And many women normalize this because they've been living this way for so long. But a dysregulated nervous system struggles to fully enter a restorative state where you can sleep and have good, restful sleep. So even when your body is technically resting, internally it may still be bracing, it may still be preparing, still internally scanning, still holding tension from the day, the week, the months, the years before. Sign number 5. Small things feel disproportionately overwhelming. This surprises a lot of high-functioning women because externally they look very calm, very capable, very put together, but internally their reserves are depleted. And when that happens, even small things can suddenly feel enormous. A text, a hard conversation, making simple decisions, opening your mail, your emails, managing everyone else's, responsibilities, doctor's appointments, kids' school projects, just you name it. And, it's not because you're weak. It's because your nervous system has been so completely overwhelmed for so long. And eventually, your nervous system and your body starts signaling to you, I can't carry this level of pressure anymore. Sign number 6. You struggle to feel safe in relationships. This is a tough one. After divorce, after betrayal, after abandonment, instability, or prolonged conflict, the nervous system can become deeply protective. Even if consciously you want to have meaningful connections, you may notice yourself guarding yourself, expecting disappointment, pulling away, over-analyzing and overthinking communications, feeling, anxious when someone gets too close, or even if someone isn't moving close fast enough. The body remembers when it felt unsafe. And many women blame themselves for this. But often, the nervous system simply learned that connection could lead to pain. Healing involves teaching the body that safe connection is possible again. Sign number 7, and this is the final sign I'll be sharing with you in this video today. I think this is one of the hardest. You miss the version of yourself that felt alive. Oh my God, did I ever? Because many women aren't just grieving the marriage, they're grieving themselves. I used to think that I wasn't just grieving the loss of my spouse, my family, my home, everything I knew. I'm grieving the loss of a dream, a dream of a future. Also grieving yourself, the version of yourself that laughed at things, easily. The version of yourself that felt spontaneous and hopeful and lighter. And if you felt this way, I really want you to hear this. Just because that version of you feels far away right now, it doesn't mean that she's gone forever. Sometimes she's simply just buried beneath years of survival. And healing is really often less about becoming someone new and more about feeling safe enough to come back to yourself again. One of the biggest things I wish that more women really understood is this. Healing after divorce is not just about moving on. It's about helping your body feel safe enough to stop bracing, because many women are functioning, but they are not internally settled. And there is a difference. If this short video resonated with you, I created a Bracing to Steadiness Reset Kit to help women really begin calming the constant internal pressure so many have been carrying for years. I'll leave the link in the description. And if you are rebuilding life after divorce, chronic stress, or exhaustion after 40, I just want you to know this. You're not broken. Your body may simply still be trying to protect you.